Hi guys! So I went ahead and filmed a little bit more of a dramatic tutorial. I thought I would do a cut crease tutorial in honor of Marc Jacobs. No, I'm not wearing any Marc Jacobs makeup at the moment, but shh, don't tell nobody. I thought I would do this look. I haven't played with like blackish, bluish, kind of smoky or silvery eyes. I normally never do this kind of look. If you guys enjoy this tutorial, I figured I would do something slightly more dramatic than I usually do, kind of out of my comfort zone. I don't think I've ever done like a cut crease tutorial ever on my channel, so this is a first. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and this is going to be hopefully really easy for those of you who have never done a cut crease before that are trying to learn and want to know the easiest way to do it. So this is really easy for those of you who are beginners. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope it was helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye! So I already primed my lids with my NARS eye primer, and then I primed underneath with my Smashbox Hydrating Undereye Primer. Best stuff ever! I already did my brows using Dipdown and Girl Boy Brow Set, so now we're going to go ahead and work on the eyes. However you want to do your cut crease is totally up to you. Some people like using eyeshadow. If you do use an eyeshadow, make sure it's one that's really easy to blend. I usually use like some kind of liner and then just blend the hell out of it. So I have a pretty, not defined crease, but I kind of know where it's at. So the kind of crease that I'm going to do is basically just following where this is and then kind of flicking it out where my liner, to kind of follow where my regular liner would go. So I usually use like a really just kind of cheapo liner to do this. And I literally just kind of trace. Kind of around like that, like exactly where my crease would naturally be. And it doesn't care if it gets messy because that's kind of the point. So I just kind of flick it out like that so that it kind of goes with my eye. So do it however your eye shape is. And again, this does not have to be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and take a blending brush and just kind of feather it a little bit. So some people prefer to use eyeshadow because that's just what works for them. So if you feel that eyeshadow is easier for you, go for it and do it with like a pencil brush. That's totally fine. I personally like using a liner because I feel like it holds up a little bit better. So do the same with the other side. Try to make it as even as you can, obviously. Oh, and then side note, I don't go all the way in. That's just how my eye shape is. Some people like to go all the way in, but I kind of start like where my eyeballs start, if that makes any sense. I apologize if I go in and out of the frame. I am trying to be as precise as I can, so. If you do choose to do a liner, just make sure you choose something that's like really easy to blend so you don't give yourself a hard time when you're doing this. Because otherwise you'll be like, oh my god, this doesn't blend, it's drying too fast, etc., and you're just going to hate yourself. The trick with cut creases is that you want it to be defined but blended at the same time. So this does take practice. Don't kill yourself if you don't get it right the first time. It's not the end of the world, ladies. You can always fix it. So for your lid, you can prime with whatever you want. You can use Painterly Paint Pot. You can use Milk from NYX, the Jumbo Pencil. It's really up to you. Anything light colored is what I would recommend. So I'm going to use, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to read that because it's white writing, but this one is Let's Skate from MAC. It's one of our paint pots from like their old holiday collection. And I'm just popping this on my lid. I would recommend something frosty if you can, but if you want to go ahead and do Milk from NYX, that's fine too. Or a silver base if you could. And then I'm just going to take this silver color from BareMinerals. I believe it's called Mingle. It's from the After Party palette, I believe. I depotted mine, so I just have like the little square bear. But use whatever silver eyeshadow you have laying around. Just a basic silver, or if you want to do like a white or like a soft pink, totes me goats, up to you. It's whatever you like. I'm going to go ahead and take a smaller shader brush for this one because it's a little bit denser. And I'm just going to pop this all over my lid. And see, I just like the silver effect that it does. Super, super pretty. And then I'm just kind of going with the wing, sort of. and then just kind of cutting it right there. We're gonna clean this up later, so don't freak out if it doesn't look all even. So I'm gonna take this color from God, I can't remember what quad this is. It was from a holiday palette though, and it's called Deep Feelings. So it's this kind of bluish violet color. If you want to do a midnight blue, that's okay too. I have one called Meet the Fleet, also from MAC. You just any like dark blue of your choice. I'm using a dark blue that leans a little bit more on the violet side because I feel like it complements the silver a little bit better. I'm going to go in with a more precise crease brush. You can use something like this, something like that's a little bit thinner. You could go in with a pencil brush if you want. I'm personally not very good with blending with pencil brushes and eyeshadow. That's just me. So I'm choosing something that's better fitted for my personal eye shape. And we're basically just blending the hell out of this black with the blue. If it gets a little high, that's totally fine. You have a lot of lid space, or at least I do. I have a ton of lid space to work with. So I'm personally not too concerned with how high I go. You're basically softening up that black a little bit. And then I'm taking it a little bit outward. Totally up to you if you want to do that. My eye shape works with it, so that's totally a preference. I feel like it makes it nice and dramatic, but if you want to keep it a little bit mild, then by all means keep it within your eye area. Then I'm going to take a blending brush and just like sort of a best friend-ish type color just to blend right above that. And I'm actually going to use Kid from MAC, which is this Bebe Ratlaya. It's kind of like a more neutral, less browny sort of color, so it's a little bit more muted than MAC's soft brown, like it's not as warm. And this is basically just going to kind of blend so that there's like a little bit of a better transition up there for me. If you have a lot of lid space, this is something you're going to definitely want to do. But if you don't have a lot of lid space, then you don't have to do this part. You can totally skip it. I'm going to use Dazzlelight, which is this color right there. It's like a very kind of frosty, iridescent sort of shade. If you want to use something matte, go for it. But I don't mind how intense this looks, so I'm going to go for it and use something frosty. Just to kind of give it a little bit more oomph. As if it needs any more oomph, right? And then I'm just going to kind of fade that a little bit. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and finish the other eye. I'll be back. So here's where we're at. I am going to clean up a little bit right here. It's totally up to you how you want to do that. I usually just use concealer later, so I'm going to go ahead and do my liner. So when you do your liquid liner, or whatever kind of liner you want to use, you can use gel if you want to. It really doesn't matter. I am going to go ahead and kind of follow the wing that I did. So I prefer liquid liner because I can kind of direct it where I want it to go. I like either liquid or some kind of gel, preferably, because it just kind of, I don't know, it just looks smoother, you know? And then I'm just gonna kind of kick it out. You want it to basically kind of flow together. That's most important. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm using a Stila liquid liner. It's the Stay All Day. One of my absolute favorite liners in the whole wide world. I'm just going to go ahead and tightline all the way down. It's up to you if you want to kind of smudge out extra blue down there. I kind of like how it looks just like this, so if you want to take it up a notch and go ahead and smudge extra blue, go for it. So I went ahead and did my waterline also, and then I'm going to take the same blue with a smudger brush and just kind of fade it out a little bit right on the bottom. This is optional. I'm only doing it because I don't want it to look overly harsh. Like that way it just doesn't look like one like really super thick line. Okay, so I just kind of softened it a bit. The top is a little bit, you know, top heavy, so I'm just kind of attempting to be a little bit softer here, you know. Okay, so lashes are optional, obviously. I like them for added drama, so I prefer the ones that are a little bit more, not spiky, but you know what I mean? Like they kind of like spike out a little bit more. So these are the full glams from Sonia Kashuk. So I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation, and then I'm going to clean up with concealer because it cleans up all this crap right here and just makes this look a lot more clean cut. And I'll be right back. So I went ahead and finished my face. I used a combination of my Makeup Forever HD Primer in number 6 and then the HD Foundation in shade 153. Everything will be listed down below, but that is what I have on my face today, paired together with the ProFinish powder. And number 123 is the shade that I use. Cheeks and everything, I did a little bit of bronzing with Benefit's HOOLA, one of my favorites. And then on my cheeks, I just have MAC's Cheeky Bronze MSF, just for a little bit of glow, glow, glow. Or let's not lie, it's a lot of bit of glow. And then I did highlight, with the Extra Dimension Skin Finish, also from MAC, with Superb. That's the name of that color. My lashes, in case I didn't mention them, are the full Glams from Sonia Kashuk. You can use whatever lashes you like. I just prefer the ones that are a little bit more on the spikier side for a look like this. That's just a preference. I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. I'm picking kind of like a softer sort of pinky nude. I was looking for Angel, but I don't know where the fuck it is. Something soft pinky nude would be ideal. I am going to go ahead and use Blankety from MAC. It's a little bit more of a warmer pinky nude for my personal skin tone. That way my lips don't look like overly cray. I just love how creamy it looks and how soft everything looks together. And then just to avoid it looking like overly ghostly, I just kind of blot a little bit on my hand. And then I'm going to use more of like a plummy pinky nude gloss. And this one is called Curvaceous, I think. Yeah, Curvaceous. Also from MAC. I'm using a lot of MAC today, aren't I? My bad. And this just kind of gives it more of like a pale, plummy pink appearance. I haven't worn a nude this nude in like forever. So that is pretty much it, the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I haven't done anything this dramatic in a while. In fact, I don't think I've ever done a cut crease tutorial. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!